you are the variant that's coming right now. And go. You're in.
Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen.
Woo!
Tonight, as you know, we'll be cooking grilled fish tacos with lime cabbage slaw. Yeah, and it's really awesome to be here tonight. I must say I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah, I'm just going to do what I do best, and that's just be myself, I guess. Yeah, Sam will be my sous chef tonight. That's my husband, and he's actually, well, he kind of helped pioneer what the chef is today, so that's really awesome. My son is bringing, yeah, we had to bribe him with biscuits to just chill on the couch and watch the Paw Patrol, so what we have to do. Yeah, so very excited for to share this recipe with you guys. I probably make it once a week without fail. And everyone else who I've shared the recipe with, yeah, does the same. I know, like my friend Nina, she's vegetarian. She always does the tofu version. And then, yeah, you could even do chicken with this recipe. That's how versatile it is. So sorry, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Whoopsie. Anyway, yeah, so it's really awesome to have you guys here tonight. And
how did you come across Jeff? Yes.
Yeah, so how did I come across Jeff? Well, I'm a mom to two twins, and yeah, like every mother, struggled to kind of juggle everything, put on a bit of weight with the pregnancy, and then struggled to lose the weight afterwards. And yeah, it was just such a hectic time. And then I remember we went away, and I saw a picture of myself, and I was like, no, this is not me. I've always been, never been like, I've always been like a curvy girl, but I'm like quite athletic, and I've always done sports, and I was like, this is just not who I am. And yeah, I saw a friend of ours had this completed donor program, and yeah, she looked incredible. I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, I'm going to do this. I gave her a call, and then I gave Jono a call, and I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my life. And I think that the main thing for me with having Jono by my side, which is like now the equivalent of the one-on-one program, is that I made time for myself. Like without a doubt, every morning I would wake up and exercise. And yeah, it was like in 4 weeks, there was such a massive transformation. And yeah, it was just quite incredible to see. I mean, that's actually not why I'm here today.
Your son is
so my son's eating biscuits.
Want the biscuit? Here, Mom. That's my mom. You're very good at sharing. Thank you, my sweetheart.
I can't show Jono, then I'm like...
And don't either. Oh, is that Don't Tell Jono? Would you want to introduce the Don't Tell Jono?
So it's a Don't Tell Jono moment. I have quite a few of those, to be honest. Just want to say I'm drinking red wine tonight. What wine are you guys drinking tonight?
Okay.
I'm drinking. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, this is my special wine, and I'm drinking it tonight because it's a special occasion. It's a big occasion for me, being on Facebook Live for Jeff. But yeah, what's in your glass? I mean, and who's drinking what tonight with the lime cabbage slaw? Any margaritas on the go? No wine. Kathleen, no wine. Robin, hi Robs, how are you? Hi Spiro.
Must cook with wine. Cindy,
Lola, Roberta, nice to see you. Must cook with wine, always. Neves, what wine do you have in your glass right now? Hi B, how are you? And Zita! Zita, are you cooking? Are you cooking along today? Anyway, guys,
what wine is this?
Okay, Sam's trying to promote his wine, guys. I can't. This product placement thing just doesn't work for me. So Sam's wine is called Circus because honestly, it was a bit of a circus. Our cottage was basically a wine storage room and a press room, and you name it. It's basically was where this wine was produced, and it was a bit of a circus, really. But it's a really nice life Shiraz. I know I'm not getting emotional on you, but yeah, Sam, show us the wine again.
No more. Pilotage. Tracy's drinking pilotage.
Pilotage.
And
Lee McCann, that's divine.
Oh, that's a goodie, eh? That is a goodie. Lee McCann.
Lee, what are you drinking? Southfield? That's my cousin.
Another biscuit
who
for your boy.
makes amazing wine in Southfield Vineyards in Elgin.
Another
That's
biscuit for
actually
your
where we
boy.
got married.
Ooh.
Cedarburg. Ooh.
Another biscuit for your boy.
Oh, I do love Cedarburg wine.
Another biscuit for
one
your
of my
boy.
favorites.
Keri, another biscuit for your boy.
Oh, sorry. You know, I'm trying to DJ here. Thanks, my boy. Oh, must I not have that one?
Come, Fletch.
So, guys, I just want to. Okay, thank you so much. So, yeah, I just want to go over what we are doing tonight. Sorry, I just looked up again. So we're doing a grilled tacos with lime cabbage slaw and a green sauce. So there are 3 major elements to the dish. As I mentioned before, I make this dish probably once a week, and then there's always leftovers. So for lunch the next day, which is amazing. And yeah, everyone I know who I've shared this recipe with loves it, and it's so simple. And I just think, I'm the person who cooks in the family, and there's just not enough time, especially in lockdown with having to do the washing and cleaning, looking after kids, trying to tune into Zoom meetings and whatnot. It's just to have a quick recipe is just that's healthy but tasty. It's nothing worse than food that just doesn't taste good. You want to look forward to your meal, and it can be healthy. I'm actually a trained patisserie chef, which is not the good side of food, but this actually forced me to look at ways in which to move away from the butter and the fat. And I definitely now substitute with more like Asian flavors, ottolenghi type flavors. Bring in a whole lot of different elements with the sweet, salty, acid. And I find like just having lime and lemon juice and a bit of salt can make like all the difference to a meal. And then a bit of fat to cut that through, but like healthy fats where possible. So yeah, I think it's time to probably get started. I'm sure some of you are only joining me now, so I just want to confirm exactly what we're cooking tonight. So we're doing, Sam's putting the camera in my face. So we're doing a grilled fish tacos with the lime cabbage slaw and a green sauce, which the green sauce I've used it on so many salads. It's like a staple in our fridge. It's divine, pungent but divine, so it can make anything taste delicious. This recipe you can also make with chicken. If you do have tofu tonight, just what I would do is just make sure it's dry, pat it dry with some roller towel. We just don't want it to be too soggy when you add the spice. But pretty much any fish will go. I would say whitefish for me always tends to work out the best, but tuna's in season now, so if you've got a tuna, amazing, you can definitely use this as well, but just make sure we don't overcook that. So yeah, let's get started. And yeah, just salute. So, salute.
All right.
Cool, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Oh, just for those of you who if you do have a stick blender or a Nutri Bullet or something like that, we will use that to do make the green sauce. If you don't stress. We can just chop the coriander really finely and add the yogurt or sour cream, whatever you've decided to use, or vegan mayo for that matter. that is a substitute if you are vegetarian or vegan. And we'll get started. Okay, so first of all, let's get our fish out, which I'm going to do now, and we will spice it up with the chipotle sauce. I mean, the chipotle spice mix, which you can get at Woolies. You can make your own. It's a combination of coriander, cumin, chili, smoked paprika, chili powder, salt, and a bit of sugar. But we don't need the sugar at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to quickly grab the fish. I forgot to take it out of the fridge. Whoa, this fridge is such a mess.
Kez, do you leave doors open?
Yeah, so I leave doors open often. Sam constantly follows me and closes them. He does close them.
All the time.
So ideally you should have had the fish out already, but yeah. So I've got the king cup in front of me. This is the chipotle sauce. I mean the chipotle spice that I'm using from Woolies. There's also an amazing cake and spice one, which is delicious. Or you can make your own. I can share you the details of that later on. You know, the exact mix, but that's also really delicious. But for time's sake, this is the best route to go. When I don't have time, I know that it's all done already. So I've got a bit of my chipotle over here. I wouldn't put too much on. Just, you know, it is quite spicy, so maybe 5 to 10 mils, a third to 2/3 of what you've got, and just see how it goes. If you love spice, then definitely add it all. I am erring on the side of caution here because I know some people do struggle with, the spice. Okay, you can smell that coriander and that cumin coming through. Just turn it over. So I've got king clip tonight. What fish do you guys have? Some hake, bassa. Anyone got tuna? Hey. Hi guys. Hi Gabriel. Hi Carmen. Rosalind. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I actually need a little more. I don't think I've quite put enough in there, so let's just do that. A little more in.
More is more, kids.
More is more.
More is more. Simone has king clip.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I find that king clip is just easier to work with. It doesn't break as easily. It's a nice turgid fish. And like I say, if you translate this into a chicken dish if you wanted to.
Robin Costa has hake.
Do you have hake? Amazing. So when you're cooking that, it does break a bit more easily, so just be a bit more careful.
Coach Adrian has swordfish. Oh my goodness.
Swordfish. Wow, okay. Amazing. Swordfish is quite a meaty fish as well. So yeah, kind of like more on the tuna side, bit of oily fish.
Catherine and Coach Lee have tuna.
Tuna. Okay, great, guys. Yeah, tuna season. I mean, it's going to be delicious with tuna. So perfect. This is just my personal favorite, and it's just light and easy for me. So
Lola wants bream.
Bream. Oh, delicious. That's awesome. So we've got our fish ready. We're just going to put that on the side next to the stove. Okay, now we've got our slaw over here, and it's totally fine if you only have white cabbage slaw. The purple just makes it look really beautiful. I sometimes chop it up myself if I can get whole red and white cabbage. Otherwise, I buy the pre-packed shredded cabbage from Woolies or Pick and Pay. And again, like, this is just time, you know. Time. I'm always trying to save time. So here we go. We've got the slaw. I've also chopped up my onion already. I really recommend slicing it very, very finely. So we've got like half a cup of that. And obviously not, onion's not everyone's cup of tea. So if you prefer to have a bit less onion, that's totally fine. The great thing with this recipe is that you can't actually go wrong. Like, I actually do this just from my head every time I make it. And sometimes I add more lime or less, whatever I have in the fridge. You could even add some red pepper to this. You could add some carrot to it if you'd like. But yeah, again, just kind of keep it simple. Sometimes you can only get the slaw from, ready chopped from Woolies that's got the carrot in it. That's perfect. Like, I really don't see that being a problem. Great. And there we go. Over here. Then we're going to add some lime. So I go for more than less lime. So the acidity for me is just like the most important thing here. So I'm just going to, some of you would have already squeezed your lime. So I'm just going to put that in. These are amazing, by the way, like lifesavers. When you study pastry, you realize like how much you use lemon juice. I mean, and cooking in general. It's just because it softens pastry, acid. And yeah, if you kind of make something less sweet and balance it, it's just an ingredient. Lemons especially, just to have in the kitchen. I think I'm going to add a bit more quickly.
More is more.
More is more. Especially with these flavors, you want like bangs of flavors. This is what makes the dish. You want that, like when you think of a margarita, you've got the salt, you've got the bitter, you've got a bit of the sweetness coming through. That's what you want. Okay. So we've got that over there. I'm going to put this in my there. Oh, and then salt. About 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I love to use molten salt. I don't know why. I think it's the tactile element of just like getting in there, but any salt will do. And then over there. So the recipe does call for olive oil on the floor, but it's actually not necessary always, especially because we're going to do the green sauce. So it's up to you. If you want, you can just add a little dash. It really doesn't matter. It's just to let it soak up a bit and balance that acid a bit. And remember,
shall we have a wine break?
Shall we?
Shall we?
Okay. Yes, let's do.
What's in your glass, Keri?
Am I going a bit fast?
No. What is in your glass?
So I have the Hamilton Russell Pinot Noir. Probably my favorite wine at the moment. Yeah, it's a special wine. I mean, I wouldn't say it's an everyday kind of wine, although if I could, I would drink it every day. And yeah, so it's delicious, and it really will pair well with the acid in the grilled fish and tacos.
Do we add yogurt to the slaw?
No, not yet. So we're going to do the green sauce separately, which I will tell you about now. So we've got the slaw ready. So let's put this aside now. If you don't have yogurt or the recipe for, or you're not going to make the green sauce, you can also just add sour cream at the end. So I wouldn't put in the slaw. Makes it a bit sloppy. I must say the slaw tastes amazing when it's in the fridge overnight. It actually tastes better because it absorbs all the juices into the cabbage, and I mean that's when it's ideal. So if you are making this to make a little bit of a scene and wine and dine people, then I would definitely say that leave it overnight. It's delicious, but it really is nice and fresh and crunchy like this. The great thing with this recipe is that you can jazz it up with the sour cream that avo. You can make your own home tortillas, or you can take a roti, or you can do flatbread and make it really jazz it up. Or you can really dress it down for a more weekly, midweek healthy meal, and just keep it as slaw and fish, no green sauce, and it's still that delicious. The slaw I take to fries, my sister takes it to fries. It's just, and look, it's so simple. Oh, we nearly forgot the coriander. I'm so sorry. We need to add the coriander to the slaw. Okay, sorry guys. So we're going to take half of the coriander that we've put aside, and I'm going to chop that up. You know, like the stems, if they're not too thick, let's just chop it up with it. I'm just going to pop that over there. I'm just going to quickly, roughly chop it. And yeah, just get it quite fine. It doesn't have to be, really doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I would only remove the stalks if they're very thick. But really, it's for home consumption. I don't think it's a problem at all. And you can just pick up any stalks that aren't cutting up properly. So pop it over there. I can smell that. Someone asked me what to use if you don't like coriander. Basil could work really nicely, or parsley. But ideally, you want that like coriander freshness. So I'm going to grab the slaw. Pop this in. Sorry guys, can't believe I nearly forgot the most important ingredient. So let's add that to the cabbage slaw, and look how beautiful that looks, hey? So green. Wow. So the green sauce will also have coriander in it, so don't stress about if it's a half a cup or half a cup. It will all balance out in the end. Okay. So we've got the slaw over here. I'm going to pop that on the side. And the next thing is our green sauce. So I mentioned earlier, if you do have a handheld blender or a NutriBullet or something, you can actually just put it all in the blender. Otherwise, we just do it by hand. Either or. It will still, you know, have the same kind of effect at the end of the day. It just won't maybe be as green. So we're going to grab our...
Chris is asking if the cameraman can help you with chopping.
Yeah, I think Sam needs to stop hiding behind the camera and assist. He will be helping me cook the fish. That's kind of how it works between us when we cook together. He ends up doing the meat, and then I watch him and tell him what to do. And yeah, I don't let Sam cook tuna though anymore.
Never again.
A bit of domestic over that. Yeah, I'm quite bossy in the kitchen.
Appropriate.
Appropriately. But yeah, and I mean, we have this argument who makes better lamb chops on the braai.
Debatable.
Debatable? I don't know.
It's because the fat rendering, that's why.
It's the fat rendering, you need to get it perfect.
Yeah, you do that better than I do.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly clear this.
Your mom says, well done, Keri, darling. Your mom is very impressed.
Oh, hi, Mom. Thank you for teaching me everything I know. Where's Fletcher?
Ooh. Well, that's not good. Okay.
My darling.
I'll go find him. It's fine. We'll put this back here.
Yeah. He's on the table. Do you want to come say hello? He's on the couch.
Oh, let's have a look.
Okay, so guys, let's grab some of the low-fat yogurt. I'm going to grab some of that. Otherwise, you can sour cream. But if you are looking for a more, health-friendly version, let's do less fat for this dish. Let's do that. I'm just going to grab it out of the fridge quickly. I'm just going to get my utensils. Yeah, so we've got about half a cup here. If not, you can use your sour cream. I mentioned earlier that if you are vegetarian or vegan, you can use vegan mayo. It's really delicious. Maybe just use a bit less. I'm going to chop a bit more of the coriander. Now this time a little bit more finely.
The beast is asking if I need to err on the side of less or more coriander, which would you suggest?
More coriander every time. Every time. More coriander and lime every time. That's just you can't go wrong. It really works so well with the Chipotle Mexican spice rub.
Maria agrees, always more.
Always more, always more. So I'm just gonna quickly So guys, just so you know, I'm not a trained chef in that. I've done like the full chefing course. I did the patisserie side of things. So my knife skills are okay. Not amazing. But you know, at the end of the day, it's just about being passionate about cooking.
Nikki Schumann.
Hi Nikki, how are you? Nikki, do you have a glass of wine with you tonight? Hi Debs. Debs, are you cooking tonight? Or was Chris cooking tonight? You know what happens when Sam cooks fish in Chris's kitchen, eh? Not good.
Ooh.
They lived together for a while, and that was quite funny. Okay, I'm going to just add the coriander. It's roughly chopped. So I'm going to use a handheld blender, but for those of you who don't have one, you can just stir it in. I'm just going to wash my hands quickly. A bit of a clean this past few months. And we're going to put some garlic in.
Debbie's cooking.
Are you cooking, Debs? Can you send us a picture?
Only trust kids in the kitchen.
I think that's quite true. Okay, we're going to put some garlic in. If you aren't using a blender, just make sure it's a bit more finely chopped than this. There we go. This is quite a big clove, so if you earn the side of less garlic, then use less. But I mean, who really does?
Also more garlic.
More garlic all around. And then I would say just a quarter to half a teaspoon of salt. Again, you know, it's just to your own taste. So let's just, oh, there we go. We got our lime as well. We're going to put a bit more lime in. So I would say 1.5 limes, two limes. I mean, it depends what you have with you now. If you like more lime, put more lime in. Almost coriander there. Sometimes I find some limes are juicier than others, so it's quite hard to, you know, to kind of gauge it on the lime itself. But I would say about 2 tablespoons here, quarter cup. About 2 tablespoons here. There we go, getting there. Hopefully most of you guys have already prepped your lime juice. Something that smells of lime.
Benita from...
Oh, I love that smell. So amazing.
Benita from Get Smarter 2 You is watching.
Hi, Benita. How are you? Also a big cook.
And a great braai.
And a good braai. Amazing. Hi, Chantal. Also mom of twins. Who actually was very helpful to me before I had the twins, which was quite a crazy experience. Okay, and for those of you who want to add some jalapenos, you can if you need a little bit of spice. So you can have fresh jalapeno, or I get the ones, you know, the Mexican ones in the brine. It works perfectly, and I'm just going to put a few little pieces in. Okay. And as I said, if some of you guys don't have, actually might add a little bit more, sorry guys. If some of you guys don't have a blender, that's fine. This will really work as it is perfectly well. Yeah, so let's add that. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get your stick blender, so you can grab your stick blender or your Nutri-Bullets. I'm just going to give everyone a bit of time to catch up there. Do you need a bit more time?
We had a camera error there.
Yeah.
We're back in the game.
Sam, I'm thinking that you need to put your camera down soon, because we're just going to blend this quickly. And then Sam's going to start heating the oil on the pan. But not everyone has 2 people, so let's just get this blended and have a sip of wine.
Okay.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to clean things up a bit. I'm a bit of a messy person in the kitchen. I won't lie. But, you know, I do my best. Just going to pop this in the sink over here. The lime. And the onion. Okay, I I think Violet.
Okay, I got it.
Okay,
I got Paw Patrol. On the go.
is coming.
Okay, just this is the line.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, stick blender. Grab that in hand. And let's. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm going to make a beautiful green sauce.
And then we'll start the
Yeah.
clove. Both on.
And I like to keep a bit of the coriander speck in there. It just adds, a bit more freshness. It's not too fine.
I think you should cook tonight, but I will just keep the camera.
Okay.
Fish.
Okay. It will look like that. Delicious. We're gonna pop that on the side. So now we've got our slaw, our green sauce, and we're going to start the fish. Okay, so let's put on a medium heat. There we go. Grab olive oil. Okay. Get that heat up a little bit before we put the fish on. Get it to cover the pan.
Oh my, are those Jeff socks on my feet?
I'm gonna go just help Violet quickly.
Great. Can you change it to Paw Patrol?
Right.
From-
Leave it right now.
Okay, there we go.
You didn't have a nap tonight.
So we'll continue. In fact, let's give you a little window into our lives. This is the way it works. It's at home. So here we go. This is Buzz. Welcome, Buzz, everyone. Hello, my sweetheart. This is our sweet boy from adopted, young. These are our kids, and this is behind the scenes with Keri Paddock chef.
But that kids who haven't had a nap.
Oh my gosh! Bye V, bye Fledge.
Okay, so oh gosh, so just one pan. Okay,
My bad.
okay, so just the one pan. Let's heat that up. Seems about right. Medium heat, guys. Very important. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in. I think it's about ready. So I've got 4 portions here, approximately 150 grams each, as per the recipe. Okay. Just gonna let that add a little bit more oil, just it looks like it's sticking a bit. You know, when you have your non-stick pans, which never really actually are non-stick, it lasts like 5 days. Well, in this house anyway. Pop that in the sink. Obviously with wine. Okay, I'm just going to make sure it's not sticking too much. But essentially, we're going to cook this about 4 minutes on each side. If you're doing tuna, I would probably do, you just want to sear it, then obviously I'll stick to about a minute and a half each side, depending how thick the piece is. But otherwise, if it's a white fish, you just keep it on for about 4 minutes, and then we turn it over, and then I leave it for another 3 or 4 minutes, depending again how thick the piece of fish is. You'll also know that it's cooked when you kind of see it going from an opaque to a white, and it starts flaking a bit. So fish is always a tricky one because it really also depends on the fish that you're using, and you know how you actually want to cook it. So yeah, king tip is definitely my favorite on this recipe. But I've done it with salmon, I've done it with cake batter. I've done it with tuna before as well. So yeah. cool. Does anyone have any questions before I leave that for a minute or two?
Several people will be doing it this weekend.
Well, that's great, yeah. It'll probably be better weather for this taco. Yes, how's Frankie doing? Hi, Jules. Yeah, anyway, I don't know if some of you might have just joined again. We're doing fish tacos with the lime cabbage slaw, and Sam is kind of my sous chef cameraman, and we're doing a pretty good job at the moment, Sam. Well done. And yeah, I was chef one-on-one client back in the day, and I massive transformation. For me, the exercise was so easy. It was the eating, which was really, really fun. I love food. I am a foodie, so you know, it's all about flavors and.
If we're using tofu, do we fry into the blocks?
Yes, yeah, you do. And you can grill the fish and the tofu if you'd like, but that just takes a bit longer. So you're talking about like, you know, another 15 minutes versus probably about, again, 4 minutes on each side. So that's what I'm doing that now.
Frankie is busy teething, but she's amazing. Otherwise, downing her bottle as we speak.
Oh, amazing. Nothing quite like that. You know they're about to go to bed.
We're 3 minutes. We're 3 minutes on fish.
Oh, 3 minutes. Okay, great. We're going to just click on the fish quickly. Just gonna give it a little longer. Cooking a bit. Yeah. Okay, maybe just use a little bit more oil if you need to. Just a little bit, Jono. Don't tell Jono.
Hashtag
Don't tell Jono. And make sure you're drinking red wine tonight, obviously.
Which type of red wine, kid?
What type? Only the best?
Only the best is red wine.
Circus red wine. Circus. I mean, look at that label.
I mean, look at that label.
Absolute genius. I mean, what does it say? You want to read it, Sam?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I couldn't be making me bashful.
Okay, guys, so it's nearly 4 minutes. We're going to turn it over. Good. And yeah, you want to see a bit of a char happening there. Sam's so lucky that he has me in his life to cook every night for him. I do love it though. I actually, in a way, cooking for me is more of an expression where pastry is so like exact and you have to be so focused. And it's just so much fun because you can add a bit more. You can, yeah, I mean, baking's just more of a science. And just, yeah, I love it. I love just being able to see how I feel in the moment. There's something about that.
I feel full after meals.
That's wonderful. Oh, amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up here a little bit, put this to the side so we have some order. And I'm not the greatest at that. Pop over here.
Donald, I'm going to come for some lessons. Donald, Ntumboka Jirwa.
Hi, Donald. How are you? The twins miss you. The dogs miss you. Okay, great, guys. I'm coming right now.
Negative. Don't know.
Negative? Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go look at that fish again.
Yeah, let's just check on that fish, Sam.
Looking good, darling. Looking great. All right, another minute and a half there.
Hey guys, sorry. I'm just seeing what everyone's saying. Okay, so we nearly finished cooking the fish. How's everyone's fish looking? A little bit of char is awesome. This gives it a bit of flavor. And you should be smelling some spice. spices and aromas coming up now, which is great. And yeah, in the meanwhile, you could start cutting your avocado if you want to have some avocado. And preparing your gem lettuce leaves or your tortillas. So I'm actually going to do a bit of both tonight. Sorry, the spice is making me cough a bit. I'm going to do the gem lettuce leaves and some tortillas from these, the spice making from these medium-sized ones from Woolies, or you can use 2 really small ones per person, otherwise 1 per person please. And yeah, I'm going to get some water.
Careful that knife, bud. Take the knife and the stick away. Yes, of course you can.
So that's the spice. Okay, I think we are nearly ready with our fish. Sam, what do you think?
You get the approval? The nod.
Maybe a minute longer, just on the... There you go. Kids are busy helping themselves to water. What they do on their step ladders.
Your turn, B. Get some water time. Oh, sweet thing.
They're not that happy about...
Okay, you need some water, sweet. Can I help you or do it yourself?
Wow. I think that they
Very good, babe.
So kind like a year ago, and now they are pouring their own water. It's unbelievable. Okay, but we're going to either heat these.
Nikki Eggleston says it smells like it needs tequila.
Totally. Not in the week though, okay, guys.
also, don't tell John.
Don't tell John. Don't. Okay. Okay, I think this is ready to go. Hey Sam?
Yeah, we're good.
How's everyone's fish looking? Amazing? Nearly cooked? I want to see pictures of the tuna specifically, that seared tuna. Pardon? And all the other fish.
Post pictures.
Yeah, post pictures, guys. I really would love to see how it turns out. Obviously, a grey black plate makes it look awesome. You might be coughing a bit from the spice in the pan, so sorry about that. But yeah, okay. So let's just grab a dish for the fish quickly. Coming now, just 2 seconds. And okay, I'm going to pop this out. Okay, that's ready for me. Maybe just leave the second piece on for. Guys, yeah, should have maybe put a bit more. See, this is a pan thing anyway. Okay, pop it to the side. I think that just needs a minute more.
I'll help you, darling.
Okay, that's going to put down the camera. I'm going to go to the food, okay? No, it's late. Okay, guys, so...
Come with me, sweetheart. Let's go. I've got it.
Here's the fish. Look amazing. It smells so tasty. We've got our tacos ready. I'm going to show you how to do that. For those of you who don't have gas, can you start heating up your pan just to heat it up? Obviously, you can do it in the microwave as well, but it really is nice doing it on the pan if you have the time. But if you don't, no problem. I'm going to put it directly on the flame. So if you have gas, if you just wait a moment and see what I do. Okay, I'm just going to grab that other piece of fish quickly. Pop that in the scullery. It's a bit spicy and alrighty-o. Okay. That rests for a bit. Now we're going to quickly cut up our avocado. Okay. Down the middle. Awesome. However, we're going to and then we grab a spoon. So we just go vertically down. Pop that onto the board. There we go. Okay. On the side. Great. Now we're going to quickly head to the stove and we're going to, yeah, let the gas on. We're going to quickly heat it up.
Heat up the tacos.
Yeah, so for those of you who have a pan, you can just pop it in a small pan. You can use the microwave. Otherwise, what I do is I put it directly on the flame. Do not leave the stove. I repeat, do not leave the stove. I've once had a tortilla on fire.
Robin Costa's asking, there's a lot of coughing and sneezing going on. Have we been tested?
Thanks, Ross. It's nice, I promise you.
This is the Chilona. This is
See,
the
you want
Chilona.
that char.
Not Corona, but Chilona.
Thanks, Robs. Robs, you make this recipe here, like once a week nearly. Okay, so just keep an eye on it. But it really is the best way to do it. It has that, like, you know, charred kind of taste, and it just adds to the whole experience. And it doesn't matter if it burns a little bit. Oh, see there, it's really catching light. Okay, put that over there. Okay, so as I mentioned, we're going to do the lettuce leaves and the tortilla together. We've got our green sauce over here. We've got our slaw. I'm just going to have a quick taste. Right, Sam, you want to taste?
Yes, please. Oh, it's so good.
So simple, but so delicious.
On its own, so good.
So amazing. Okay, so we're going to cut this up now. So you can either put it whole, or you can like cut it up a bit to put on the tortillas. I'm just going to flake it off a bit. See how it flakes off? That's how when you know that it's cooked.
Yes,
Not-
you turn the gas on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I promise it's hard to burn down. Okay. Take that. Put a few in the lettuce jam leaves. It's kind of there. See that? Beautiful.
Well cooked, Kers.
Yeah. Put a little bit more there. Then we're going to put some on our tacos. Okay, just. You can also put the fish on whole, cut it in half. Really up to you.
The flaking is cool.
I just like the flaking. It makes it a bit easier to go. Okay, and you'll have a bit of fish left over, but you can use that tomorrow. And washing. Okay, let's add a bit of the slaw. Middle. You can also put the slaw underneath, on the side. There we go. Coming along nicely. A little bit more fish on the top. Add a little bit more. All up. Okay, and then we've got our. Let's do some green sauce. Take a spoon and we drizzle it on. If you taste it and you think you need a bit more, jalapeno, you can totally do that on top. I'm going to put a little bit more spice on these ones because I know Sam absolutely loves spice, so I've got to put a little bit more on for him.
Thank you, darling.
Okay, just a little bit, you don't want too much.
Gabriel says it looks like a garden.
It is, it's so delicious. And then more coriander. Oh wait, let's put some avo on first, if you would like. Go. Okay, it's a little bit of avo. And a little bit of a wash. Pop that little piece on over there. And yeah, and then final touch, coriander, more coriander, because it's so good for those of you who love it. And as I said, you can use parsley or basil, depending. And pop that in there. To the side. And if you have some more limes, I'm going to grab one more lime. Lime. And a great way to do limes and lemons is if you just know that you're going to squeeze them on the side, is just take the ends off, and it makes it much easier, especially if it's a very hard lime. Take the other side. Do it. It makes it easy to squeeze. Too quick.
Claremore says, don't forget the tequila shots.
Oh, yes, I think we have some. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get into it.
Not while John is watching.
There we go. We have your tacos with whole wheat tortillas and jam lettuce with a lime cabbage slaw, grilled chipotle fish, and Peruvian green sauce. And you don't have to have the green sauce. It's still delicious without it. You can add some sour cream and some avo, or just the avo or just the sour cream, and a squeeze of lime and a dash of coriander. Lime, coriander, lime, coriander, lime, coriander. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'd love to see your pictures. I'd love to see what you've done. And please post them, especially see how the tuna looks. Oh, it probably looks so beautiful on that bed of cabbage, white and purple cabbage. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to Jay for this opportunity, and it's been lovely to talk to you all. So thanks very much, and have a lovely evening. And salute. Cheers. Enjoy. Night. Sam, come say goodnight, please.
No.
He's hiding behind the camera. It's not fair.
It's not really my style, let's be clear.
Dude, have you seen the Jeff socks? Good socks.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, okay, come. On the kitchen table, no Phil.
Oh, yes.
Cheers, guys. We're over now. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your meal.